We've created a platform that allows anybody at all, without any regards to your experience, either in crypto or in trading, to be able to trade like an expert, to be able to get expert level results from your trading activity. So we're going to introduce you to the future of crypto trading here. The EazyBot strategy is really at the star of the show. And as I just mentioned, you don't have to be an expert in order to get the results of one. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced user, there is no need for you to spend countless hours tinkering with parameters and settings and strategies. With EazyBot and the EazyBot strategy, you can be up and running, closing profitable trades in no time. And so speaking of profitable trades, one of the things that we're excited to do every single Monday, we get together and we do this call. We do performance insights and corporate updates, and the performance insights are really exciting. You'll see here a live chart that's showing you tracking of results of a live account. There are 19 coins in this account. They each started with $1,000. And then we're just looking at the performance over time. And you can see how this kind of plays out. We've got 134 days that we've tracked so far in this account, just over $3,300 in profit earned. Now, one of the thing that I want to point out here, and the reason why there's so many people that are so excited about what's going on here with EazyBot, is this section right here. So it's cool to be able to make profit. Very, very nice to be able to do that. There's tons of bots out on the market. A lot of them can make profit. There's a couple things that separates EazyBot from everyone else. And this is really the star of the show in terms of what differentiates EazyBot from everything else. You can start EazyBot with no experience and see a significant drop in the market and still make profit. Like, it's kind of easy to make profit when the market's going up. The real challenge, especially when you're using an algorithm, automated crypto trading, a bot, the real challenge is, can you make money when the market's going down? And I want to bring your attention to this graph because what it's going to show you is exactly what happened with EazyBot. Just a few moments ago, I told you that EazyBot was launched in March of 2022, just about 6 months ago. And so we started tracking this account. That's 0 days here. And the gray line represents the average portfolio coin price. So 19 coins in the portfolio. We take the average price of all the coins, and then we just track them over the same period of time that we're looking at EazyBot results. Look at what happens. Now, just imagine, guys, you just launched this software company. You've just launched this crypto trading platform, this bot that's just going to absolutely revolutionize crypto trading, and the market drops 30%. That is the worst possible scenario that you could even imagine for a brand new company. Yet that is exactly what happened in our experience with EazyBot. We saw a massive drop in the market. You can see it here, 28% within the first 30 days of this account starting to trade. But here's the good news. And this is why people are so excited. This is why we're filling up calls all around the world. And that is because what you see in the blue line is you see EazyBot's response to that. EazyBot shrugs off that drop in the market and is simply about its business generating profit for this account. Guys, this is the power of EazyBot. This is why people are excited about EazyBot. This is why we're on this call today. This is why we're celebrating. This is why we are the future of crypto trading. Nothing special was done here. The person that manages this account simply set up the EazyBot strategy and let it do its thing. Now, if you're an advanced user, you've got tons of customization that you can do to EazyBot. But for the average person and for most of our users, they're just going to use the EazyBot strategy because it's designed to do just what you're seeing here, which is produce consistent, profitable returns, even when the market is going into a significant drop. We're going to talk about an update that was made today that allows us to sustain even a 90% drop and still make profit. Guys, I want you to, my hope for you that you take away from today's call is I want you to think about EazyBot from this standpoint. When I was coming up, I remember how important it was. People used to tell me, you know, you've got to have a savings account. Many of you have been told you got to have a savings account. That's kind of your basis of what you need in order to start building a financial future, right? You got to save money. You got to put it somewhere, get it out of your pocket from under the mattress. You got to have a savings account. That's the adult thing to do. And then I heard the next adult thing was you got to have a mutual fund. You've got to have investments so that you can put money away for your retirement. Well, I want you to think about EazyBot from this standpoint. The whole idea behind crypto is to empower the individual user to have greater control over your own financial future. Crypto, for all kinds of reasons that we won't get into here on this call, but for all kinds of reasons, gives you and I access to financial tools and a financial vehicle that the traditional markets just don't give us, especially for those who don't have a lot of experience or training or time in the market. Well, crypto opens that door and it gives us access. And what EazyBot does is it takes that opportunity and it opens the door even wider for any and everybody who wants to participate. And what we're going to give you here is the confidence that as at the very basis of your financial investing in cryptocurrency, EazyBot should be like having a savings account. EazyBot should be like having a mutual fund, except the earnings are in your control. They're 100% in your control, in your exchange. You always have access to your funds. You never send them to EazyBot. So you've got the confidence that it's going to perform and create profits for you. It's going to compound those profits. So it's going to take the money that it makes for you, add it to the portfolio, to the funds that you've already got, and it's just going to compound that. Albert Einstein said the compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. If you understand it, you can earn it. If you don't, you're going to pay it. EazyBot does that on autopilot for you guys. All right, so live account performance, look at it by profit, right? Excuse me, by profit by percentage. So what you're seeing here is, again, the same period of time, looking at these coins, just what's happening in the market. We don't make any assumptions about what's going to happen tomorrow. EazyBot's simply designed to ride the wave. Crypto is really volatile. It's up one day, down the next, and it can be that way in huge variations, really, really volatile. So we don't make any assumptions about what's going to perform the best. We recommend that you have as diverse a portfolio as your funds will allow. And what you can see here is that top performers change places. You can see the average performance of this portfolio in the green line. And if you're visiting this site, I'm going to show you a couple more things, and then I'm going to get out of the way because I want you to hear from our CEO. One other statistic I'm going to bring here for you is that since March of 2022, EazyBot has closed nearly 8,000 trades, profitable trades per day. Now, here's the thing. EazyBot's built for only profitable trades. Let me say that one more time. EazyBot is built for only profitable trades. That means is simply that its algorithm, if you use the EazyBot strategy, it is designed to open and close trades in profit. And let me tell you how successful this has been for our users. 99% of all trades that EazyBot has closed, actually a little bit more than 99%, have been in profit. There's some elements that happen in the market that are just out of our control. And so there are times when you can see very, very small losses. In fact, I think the last time we looked at the statistics, September 21st, in 1.5 million trades that we had closed at that time, there was something like $787 worth of losses across all of these trades. So really insignificant in comparison to the profit that's being made. But in full disclosure, we can't guarantee 100% profit, but 99%, guys, is pretty darn good. And this nearly 8,000 trades, profitable trades per day, that's an average since we got started in March. And we've had an amazing journey here where we've exploded with users and new bots. As of September, we're closing almost 13,000 trades per day. So guys, if you're not excited about EazyBot, hopefully by the end of this call, you will be. All the things that we're talking about here and all the things that have happened for EazyBot have happened during a period where many cryptocurrencies have dropped 30 to 70%. And so when we talk about performance, keep in mind, it's in that environment that we're seeing these results. I'm going to drop the link for this site so you can look at it and review this in real time at your leisure. And there are two amazing stories here that you can listen to from users in our community. Guys, at the end of the day, what makes EazyBot super special, even beyond the software and all the things that I just mentioned, it's our members, it's our users, it's you guys who show up on calls like this and who are sharing EazyBot with others. What's really going to set us apart as we go into the future is the community that we build together, is this journey that we're on and the things that we're learning together and the way that we're supportive of one another. And speaking of supportive, we have an amazing, amazing support system. Anybody can sell you a piece of software, but EazyBot hangs around to make sure that you're supported, you're able to use it and get the experience that you're looking for from it. We offer 3 live support calls every single week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We have a support ticketing system. So if you ever had a specific issue or challenge, you can always submit a support ticket. We generally respond to those within 24 hours. And we have an extensive knowledge base that has a lot of the questions that you're probably thinking about already answered for you. So guys, this is a quick introduction and overview for EazyBot. The next voice that you're going to hear is that of our CEO, Muhammad Ali. And today, again, is a very, very special day for the EazyBot family. We've been talking about enhancements and updates for a bit now, and it took a little bit longer to release them than we initially anticipated, but I promise you it's only because it just got better and better and better. And we're going to share some things with you here today, and I'm happy to say there are even more things to come here in the next couple of weeks that are just going to make the experience better for you. Our promise to you as a user of EazyBot is that we're going to do our absolute best to create the best, simplest, easiest experience for you to be in the crypto markets, not having to get your emotions tied up in what's going on, but to be able to see consistent, profitable returns. Consistent, profitable returns without a whole lot of effort from you. So guys, Muhammad Ali is our CEO. He is the brain behind EazyBot, launched EazyBot out of really a passion to solve a problem that he just couldn't find a solution for anywhere else. And so he built the solution. And I'm a firm believer that the best things in life are built to solve a problem. And EazyBot wasn't built because Muhammad wanted to make millions of dollars with an automated crypto trading bot. It was built because he was looking for a solution he couldn't find anywhere else. And so I'm going to introduce to you, pleasure to introduce to you somebody that if you hang around him, you will fall in love with his heart, with his willingness and his attitude of service. The entire company follows in that lead. We are excited to serve our members. And so Muhammad's going to walk you through some of the recent updates that have been released. And then we're going to come back and we're going to open up the floor for Q&A. So if you have any questions, just hold those until the end. We'll make sure that we have plenty of time for our Q&A. Muhammad, hey there.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much for the introduction. And thank you everyone for showing up today. Today is a special day, as David stated. We have launched the new enhancement for the strategy. The strategy have been doing very well, and we have seen the results now shown by David on our performance website. But now it's going to be even better and better with a new enhancement. So one of the agenda of today is I'm going to take you through the enhancement and take you through the improvements that we also to the user interface step by step. So if you have any questions, you can keep it to the end. However, before that, we're going to go through the normal performance that we've been doing every week. So let me just share my screen here. So as usual, we're going to talk first of all about the pulling down the average price, the same coin of AAV that we've been following, and taking profit retracement, how EazyBot is able to take more profit than what is intended to by following the market movement. And the account performance, David already talked about that, so I'm going to show you only the table of the performance. So looking at this coin, the AAV, last week on 26th of September, David have shared this result. Last week, the total profit which was made by this coin was 1,236, and the initial trade is the same at the same price. Obviously, it cannot change. When we started back in I think that was beginning of April, the price of this coin was 251. The average price have moved down from the 251, the initial trade, up to 157.45 last week. The average price have moved down by $93.55, which is 37.27%. Right now, this week, as of today, as you can see, this is the new interface. It's a bit different than the one on the left, because this is the new enhancement that we did to the mobile version. The total profit that was made so far up to today is 1,258.14, which is increased from last week. If you see, the last week it was 1,200 36, even though the market was moving down, it was kind of stable and downwards. The average price have even moved down further with the profit that was made, with half of the profit that was made in the independent covers. So right now, the average price is at the price of 156.63. That means the average price have dropped down by 94.37 USDT, which represent 37.59%. What does that mean? That means the same coin or the same trades that were opened at the price on the top of 251 have the possibility, the bot have the possibility to close the same trade at the price of 156 and still make profit. And that 156 average price will keep on moving down if the market price stays down. That's how EazyBot was designed. The market of the cryptocurrency normally is fluctuating, goes up and down, and there are many unknowns here. The unknowns is like, I don't know personally, and I think no one knows what's the next movement of the market. Is it going to be upward or downward? And if it's going to be upward, how much up? Is it going to be 5%, 2%, 1%? And if it's going down, how much percent is going to go down? 1%, 2%, 20%? No one knows. So EazyBot has been designed to work on the worst case scenario. What is the worst case scenario? Apart from the crypto market crashes completely and disappears, the worst case scenario is that the coin price, when you start buying into the coin or when you start trading a coin, the price goes down and stays down and never comes back up again. So EazyBot is designed to work on such scenario or on such market. If the market, if you start trading at this price, market goes down 50% or 60 or whatever it went down to, and it stays there, it still is going to be using small trades, buying and selling, and bring that trade on the top down to the current market price and close it with profit and close the whole trading cycle, start all over again at the bottom of the market. And we're seeing this live here. This is one of the worst coins that when we started, and we decided to keep on watching it. So the price of this coin have went down like more than 70%, 75% down, and still the bot's working, it's trading, and it's still pulling down that average price. Right now, that average price was pulled down from the initial price by 37.5%. After some time, if the market doesn't come back up again, it's going to be pulled down to 40% and then 50% and 60% until it meets with the current market price at any point of time and goes above that by 1.5% and then close the whole cycle, bring out the USDT along with the profit and start all over again at the bottom of the market. So this is a live example. We will keep on following this coin until it closes finally, and is going to be like one of the success cases, or one of the we have seen actually cases that where some coins closed down by 34.5%, and this is even went down further. So we will follow it until finally we see where the market price is going to be meeting it and come out with a total profit. We're going to talk also about take profit retracement. Now, let me just explain this or refresh you on what does that mean. EazyBot strategy is designed to close trades with profit all the time. But how much profit can it make? It's designed to close at 1.5% or 1%. However, if the market is moving up rapidly, it's designed to wait for the market to reach to the highest point, and then when it starts dropping down by 0.5%, then it closes that trade. And this is a live example for this. If you see the trade on the top here, when it opened and when it closed, you can take a screenshot and look at the chart of Binance. So this trade started on 21st of September at exactly 22:40, which is 10 p.m. and 40 minutes Dubai time. Sorry, this was the closing. The opening was 10 p.m. and 9 minutes at the price of 0.899. This is CRV coin. And then it closed on the same day, just I think around 31 minutes later, when the market went up, and it closed at the price of 0.957. And you see that here on the chart. This is the closing price and this is the opening price. And the market, if you see here, was only going up. All these green candles was going up, up, up. It was following the market trend until it reached to the highest point. Then it started moving down and closed it here. So instead of just making 1% or 1.5%, it have made 6.5%. And we have seen in previous examples that it made more than 14% in some cases. So EazyBot did not know that the market is going to go up after this trade, after this buy. but it's designed to do this in automatic way. So you don't have to look at it. You don't have to really understand how it does it, but this is how it's designed to do on an automatic way. Just follow the market until it reaches the highest point, then sell it and get out with the profit and start all over again. The last thing here in the update is basically the performance. David have already gone through this one. This is the same account that we have been following also for a couple of months now. Now, this is a performance of 134 days, today, 3rd of October. All of these coins, 19 coins, each coin has 1,000. So all of these coins have made a profit of 3,348.58 in 134 days. That represents 17.67%. It's approximately an average of around 4% a month, but it's not like an equal 4% every month, but it's up and down. It depends on the market movements. Again, there is no guarantees here of that the market is going to be performing the same way in the future, the way it performs in the past. But EazyBot is designed to serve any kind of wave, whether the market's going up or the market's going down or the market's going sideways, is going to be performing based on the normal market movement in a daily basis and generate profit for the user. Now, if you look at these coins, there are some coins that have made more profit than the others. If you look at Matic, for example, Matic have made 31%, 31.54%. On the other hand, if you look at Bitcoin, BTC, it have made a profit of 4.4%, and other coins have made anything around that or besides that. BTC or BCH have made 7.8%. If you see Sol have made 20%, and we have also Ethereum have made 14%. Now, a question: did I know that these coins are going to be performing the way it have performed? There is no way in the world that I can know, or anyone can know exactly how each coin is going to be performing. Otherwise, if I knew that, for example, Matic is going to be the best coin, I would have put all the 19,000 on the Matic. At this moment, I would have been making double of the profit that I've made so far. I made 17%, but if all my money was in Matic, I would have made 31% instead of 17%. But this is unknown to anyone. So the best way really to get the best of this market is to diversify your funds and trade as many coins as you can. Right now, we have 19 coins that you can trade with. Why did we choose only 19 coins? Is because those are some of the best coins in the market. They have a track record of not going to zero, obviously, and they have very less possibility that those coins can crash completely and get out of the market because of the history, because of the project behind them, or because of the market volume that's been traded on a daily basis. So let me take you through the most exciting news of the day is our new enhancement for EazyBot. As you can see here, this is a whole new vision of the bots page. If you understand, previously it was having different items or different visuality here. Previously we had plus and minus, this red and green numbers that comes on the top based on the market movement in the last 24 hours, which have nothing to do with the trade itself. The trade might be positive and making profit, but you might see a negative number here on the top based on the coin movement in the last 24 hours. So we remove that completely so that you don't see unnecessary information that doesn't really affect your profitability. So we limited the numbers here, or the data that we have here, to, let me just zoom it here, to the profit. First of all, on the top, we have the coin pair, BTC USDT in this case, and here the price of the coin. And the price of the coin is moving instantly. I mean, this is the current movement of this price as we receive it from the exchange. The total profit made is here in green and it's in positive, so it's super clear. We made it a little bit bigger so that will be visible for the people. We mentioned here also the USDT assigned. How much money did you assign for this coin to trade with? And available USDT is basically the amount of USDT that you have assigned minus the amount of USDT that's being used in trades that has open trades at the moment. So that gives you the available USDT. At the bottom here, also, we have added this click here to open. Previously, it was just only showing active or inactive. So we have added a call for action. If you want to open this coin and see the details inside, you have to click here to, to open it and see the details. At the bottom, you'll see MCR, active or inactive. MCR is basically called market crash recovery. And I'm going to explain this in details right now. So now let's get into one of these coins and just show you how it looks like from inside. Now, this is also a new display or a new user interface that we have enhanced. Previously, you had those numbers here, I mean, overlapping. You will have price on the top and quantity and amount all on the top, and then the numbers are kind of clashing. They're getting inside each other, so you will not be able to, it's unreadable basically. So we move them into 3 lines so that people can see it clearly. Now I know clearly the price is this much, the quantity is this much, and the amount is this much without being confused. Other things are exactly the same. We have also added the total profit on this cycle on the top here so that you don't have to scroll down to the bottom to see the profit on the current cycle. The total profit, however, is on the top here. And also we reversed the trades. Previously, you have the first trade opened in the cycle on the top and the last trade or recent trade on the bottom. So we have put the recent trade on the top because this is what you want to look at the recent trade on the top here. This is the last trade, which whether it's sell or buy or whatever it is. Let's get more inside and show you the settings and the change that we have done in the settings. Okay, now this is an old coin that has been traded. And if you see, the strategy is exactly the same as the old one because this cycle is ongoing. So once the current cycle finishes and the new cycle opens, it's automatically is going to be converting the strategy to the new one, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Just let me show you a little bit more things that we have added here. Sorry. So we changed the name of the default strategy. Instead of default settings or default strategy, we change it to the EazyBot strategy because this is actually the strength of EazyBot is on the strategy that we have created. So we called it EazyBot strategy. However, the users still have the possibility to untick that one and make their own strategy down there. Here on the top, we change this to USDT assigned. This is the amount that you have assigned to this coin to trade with. And if you scroll down a little bit here, we have added more fields here just to give you more visibility. For example, now this number, the total amount that you use for each cover. Now, cover one, for example, is 1 time. What does 1 time means for you in terms of money, in terms of USDT? So it's represented here in 284 for this specific bot. For you, maybe $20 or $10 or whatever it is. But for this specific, because it's 1 time of the amount that's been traded on this specific bot. The 2 times is this much and 4 times is this much. So in each cover, it shows you exactly what's the budget that you need for this bot to operate for all of these covers. And it's summed up or added up on the top here, where you can change your assigned amount to match with that one if you wish to. Now, what's going to happen to this specific coin? This coin, first of all, is going to be trading the same way it's trading without any change. But once the current cycle finishes, it's going to convert. The new cycle is going to be based on the new strategy. So what does the new strategy look like? Let me just go back and start creating a new bot to show you the new enhancement to the strategy that we have added. So let's say I want to add a new bot or a new coin. So just like before, let's say I want to trade Ethereum. I'll call it ETH or give it any description that I want to give it. Then I can select whether I want to use the default strategy or I want to use the my own settings, which is in this case, I'm choosing EazyBot strategy just to show you what it looks like down there. Now, if you're using Binance, the minimum amount is 600. If you're using KuCoin, the minimum amount is going to be 300. So let's just pretend that we want to start a bot here. Here it reflects the details of your exchange. How much USDT do you have right now, and how much you have assigned so far to your bots, and how much BNB you have. So going down here, okay, here is the new enhancement of the strategy. Everything is the same, but except for minor changes and minor enhancements that we added to that, so that we can have more trades happening if the market is kind of flat, or it's between cover 1 and 2 or cover 2 and 3. Now, previously speaking, previous strategy, we had this as cover 1 and this as cover 2 and this as cover 3. We didn't have those independent covers in between. And the difference between this cover and this cover is 5%. And the difference between this cover and this cover is 8% in between. So technically speaking, if the market goes down and took cover 1 and start fluctuating for a couple of days in this area of 5%, no trade is going to happen because it did not trigger the next trade and it did not go above and sell the current trades. And likewise, if it goes down and take cover 2 previously and it doesn't hit cover 3 yet and keeps on fluctuating within this 8% here, that means the market is not, or the bot's not going to buy any cover because it's not in a position yet to buy. And we have seen many bots having this kind of issue. It's not an issue. This is just, we needed to do this enhancement so that it can trade. So if the market keeps on fluctuating within this 8% up and down for 5 weeks, there will not be any trade because simply the triggers have not been achieved. It did not go above the average price to sell. It did not go below the next cover to buy. But here we have just as low as 2% between each cover and the other. So technically speaking, if the market fluctuates within these covers or between cover 4 and cover 8 for a couple of weeks, it's still going to buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, because those are independent covers. Each one is independent. Going to buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, and make profit for you while you're waiting for the market to go down to take the next cover or go up for the above the average price by 1.5% to start taking profit. And once it takes the cover 3 here or cover 8 in the new enhancement, is going to be combining all the above trade in one as an average price, and then gets into the independent covers area as it did before. And once it gets here, it's going to be really fast up and down, buying and selling, because the difference between each cover and another is as low as 1%, 1.1, 1.2, 1.5, 1.6. So it's kind of within the daily normal movement of the market. And 50% of the profit here is used to bring down the average price. Now, other things that also what we added here is, here we're showing you whether this cover is independent or it's average. So here, for example, those two that we added here are independent. That means they're working independently. However, those two covers here and here are average. So as soon as it takes this cover, everything above that is taken as average. And likewise here, as soon as it takes this cover, everything above it is an average price. And then it has to cross the average to sell everything, or goes down and then takes the independent covers, buys and sells, and then bring down the average price using 50% of the profit. Now, what happens if the market was really bad? And just to let you know, this enhancement with this new strategy up to cover 38 is designed to cover more than 51%, still the same as before, more than 51% of the market. However, if the market goes really down and it took all the 38 covers, you have the chance now to activate the MCR, which is market crash recovery. Let's say now the market went down, it already took all the 38 covers, and all my budgets of 600 have been taken. It's all in coins now in open trades, which is not closed yet. So I have the chance to just click on here, market crash recovery, and then it will give me this window here. Here I can decide how much money do I want to add to work on the down market. Let's say it's 500. I'll just put the 500 here just for the sake of example, and save. As soon as I save it, I can scroll down and get to a new field here that's been populated, market crash recovery. So market crash recovery is simply like a whole new bot below your existing one. That's designed to work on the lower of the market. If the market goes down and it takes all your covers, all your 38 covers. Here you can decide, let's say, for example, you started with 1,000 with the bot and everything was taken and all 38 covers were taken, which is, it's not going to happen usually, but if it happens, this is ready for it. So now let's say after you spend all the 1,000 in that coin trading, now you have only 200. You can just come here and put 200 and save it. Then what the bot is going to do, it's designed to take as numbers. If the amount here is lesser than 500 and I think 21, something like this, and I don't remember the exact number. If the amount is lesser than a specific number, is going to be taking the covers as a fixed amount, not as a percentage of the capital, because you might be having just as low as $100. Still, this $100 is going to work for you, because the value of each cover is $15, whatever the amount that you put on the top, as long as it doesn't exceed a specific amount. If it exceeds a specific amount, then it's going to be taking it as a percentage. So in this case, let's say the $100 is going to be taken for me. You just divide the 100 by 15, is going to take maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 covers. And it's going to be buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. And in this area here, if you have, let's say my amount is 1,000 that I want to add here, it's going to change completely. It's going to take as a percentage. See, now each cover here is coming as a percentage of 2.7% of the capital. It's designed to change automatically if you're using more amount. So now your in each cover have increased to 27 instead of just being 15. And guess what? In this market crash recovery zone, we've designed the bot to take 90% of the profit to bring down your average price. Because the market is already down, the main purpose is to close the trade as soon as possible, because the market is already down. I want to close it to start at the bottom of the market so that I can make more profit. So here you are realizing only 10% of the profit, and the remaining 90% of the profit is used to pull down your average price. So, and you can ask a question. So this new MCR, it's covering the market for how much percentage of the market can it cover? The answer to that if you're using the minimum amount or the amount that has all the covers, it's going to cover more than 90% of the market. So the bot itself plus the market crash recovery, both of them combined can cover more than 90% of the market drop. Now it's more unlikely to happen that the market goes down to 90% or even 80%. But if that happens, still we're ready, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So we better be ready for everything and make our system ready. And this is it exactly. So if the market goes down, if you activate the MCR and you put a specific budget on that, and you can just sleep peacefully. I would say this to make it simple, you can just go sleep and let the bot do the work that it's intended to do, because it can close actually the trade open at the top of the market at the MCR place, which is technically speaking at 90% down or even 80% down. It's just a matter of time of how fast this coin is moving, how many trades does it make in the every day, how much profit does it make in each trade. That's all things that we don't know. No one knows, but what we know that eventually is going to close all the trades along with profit and get out of the market and start all over again at the bottom of the market. Now, people might ask this question, and I'm sure that many of you already have in your mind that, okay, what should I do now to convert into the new enhancement or the new strategy? You don't need to do anything. Simply nothing. Now we have, and this is one of the reasons actually why we have delayed deploying this strategy, because we were thinking about, and I've shared that previously in previous calls, we wanted it to be a friction-free with the user. We don't want the user to do anything manually in order to enable the new enhancement. However, because most of the people, if not all of them, are already having open cycles, we programmed the system that the current cycle will continue with the same parameters of the old strategy. Once the current cycle finishes, if you have your bot put on cycle, the new cycle or the new session is going to be automatically deploying the new enhancement of the strategy, and then start from cover one all the way down.